So let me tell y'all a story. So last year in November, I went to DesignerCon. The reason I went to DesignerCon is because it was my son's birthday, so they had toys there, and they have other things that he liked, like he stocked up on his Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Also, there was a YouTuber that I was subscribed to that was going to be at DesignerCon. And so I was like, this would be a cool way to kind of like meet somebody on YouTube. And I was just immediately influenced by everything that was going on there as far as like the designer toys. So I said to myself, like, I'm going to do that next year. Like, there's going to be something on my goal. I'm going to create a designer toy, some figures. So that's what I did. So first off, I wanted to see how was I going to do this. How are you going to do this, Art? What you going to do, man? Are you going to like sculpt something from clay on your own and then make copies of it? As you can see in my last video, I tried sculpting on something. I feel like it was a very unique and dope idea, but you know, I don't think I was ready just to sculpt something that I had in my mind just from clay, because I wanted it to be like perfect in a sense. So then I looked into other options such as 3D printing. So I was like, I could 3D print something. Like, you know, all I have to do is get the file done and print it out. It will come out perfect. Perfect. My fault. I could just 3D print it and it would come out perfect, like just how I wanted to. So now I had to think about how was I going to do this. You know, I was like, a 3D printer, you know, that costs money. I gotta do the research in it. And then for, I believe for Valentine's Day, my wife was like, what do you want for Valentine's Day? And I was like, So we got the 3D printer. So I was like, oh, it's on now, baby. So now I had to get into like, how do I get this thing to work? Like, what do I need to do? First thing I did was like my Art by Art logo. Like, I went into this free program online. I forgot the name of it. Tinkercad, that was the name of it. It's called Tinkercad. I went into Tinkercad where I can make like little simple designs. So I just plugged one of my logos in there and kind of 3D'd it, and then I tried to print it out on my machine. So I thought that print completely failed. Complete failure. Ain't nothing under there. Yeah, I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah. But it didn't fail, it just didn't stick to the base. And it was like printing like in the bottom, you know, it was crazy like how it was working. So I realized that is not how this works. So I thought about, so now I'm like, okay, I need to get into more character design. So then I really got like a Mike Tyson figure, I think from off Etsy, just bought it off somebody, tried printing that, failed. So I just failed. It was like a fail after fail after fail after fail. I got my bear logo mascot done, fail prints on that. All right, so now that I've kind of like experimented some, I started getting some successful prints with my bear logo, and I successfully printed the Mike Tyson figure that I had. Now it's time for me to get into what I want my designer toy to be.
Yeah, ain't sweet, ain't funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it, yeah. Life been lit just how I want it, yeah, yeah. Now she talking like she want me, yeah. Ayy, wave. Look, life been lit just how I want it. Look, I look like stressing, I be finessing. Dolo in my section, built like a blessing. I look like stressing, I be finessing. Got my muscle flexing, my money stretching. Yeah, ain't sweet, ain't funny. Look, it's blue tints on my hundreds. Life been going how I want it, yeah. Big bands like a main event, already paid the rent. Feeling like winning my favorite. Boy, I was made for this. Flex mode on.
Yo, what's up, man? If you guys want more exclusive content, you want behind the scenes tips and tricks, things that will be happening in the future, make sure you guys subscribe down to my Patreon channel, man. Anything that you got, any level or tier that you guys join will be greatly appreciated. All the proceeds from that will go back into making dope videos to entertain you guys. I appreciate you, man. Let's get back to the video. When I was younger, I used to always draw these little box head characters because, like, you know, my sister used to call me box head and stuff like that because of the way my head's shaped. You know what I mean? It's like a box, especially when I had my flat top. At first, I just started doing a whole bunch of random stuff, but then I eventually like, okay, this is the shape I want to go with. So then from there, I went into the, you know, the eye with the one eye closed, and the other one's almost like he's looking through a scope, you know, with the X kind of going, and that kind of represents that, you know, he kills anything that he touches. You know what I'm saying? Art-wise, because of course that's my passion. From there, you know. So I was like, okay, I got the box, okay, I got the face, I got the snarl on there, so y'all know that, you know, he mean business. As far as the arm goes, you know, I want him to have the fist to show power, the open hand on one side. I want him to be able to kind of have his hands like be almost articulating, you know, so you can put stuff in, you can put a brush in there, a pencil, you know, something so you just hold it, you know, something like that. Also, I didn't want it to be just a stale figure, so I wanted to put a beanie on his head, and I wanted the beanie to be able to come off and on his head. And then when it came down to the feet of the character, a long time ago, I did this painting. I don't think I have the painting around now, but I just kind of drew like a boot. It was pretty cool. So I thought about that, and I was like, I'm gonna have my guy wearing some boots, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to throw some socks on him, add some little extra details up in there. So when you're looking up close, you'll be able to see the pattern like on the socks and also the pattern on the beanie. So this is editing art, and I didn't mention another aspect of this part of the toy, and it was the backpack that I'm going to have him wearing. Again, I want this guy to be able to have some accessories, and I think I'm going to have more as well since he has the open hand that can hold stuff. I'll probably make more accessories down the line for him to hold. Or her to hold, you know what I'm saying? However you want to identify, you know what I'm saying? The toy is up to you. But anyway, yeah, I did a backpack, and you know, the backpack pretty much symbolizes all of this guy's, I guess, quote unquote, weapons, things that he likes to use on a day-to-day basis. So you'll see that at the end when I show you a close-up of the figure. Yeah. And so for the other figure I did, I wanted to do something simplistic just because I wanted to have something that I could kind of duplicate at a large scale. So for anybody who just kind of wanted to support me on my journey, you know, they'll be able to have something a little more affordable for them to buy. Like, you know, I just started doing random shapes, and then boom, I went with this design. I think it's shaped like an A, right? So I was like, that's dope. And so I put the little window in there as well, just to add a little more dimension to the character itself. And initially I kind of had like the drawstrings with the pocket on there, but I eventually took that off because I just wanted to have just a bunch of paint space. So when people do get these figures, I'll be able to, like, you know, of course, hand paint them. Some of them will be kind of like just a colorways or something like that. And then other ones I will design and put actual designs on it. And I feel like I could really do that with that figure. You know, the A-shaped figure, I decided to call it Model Alpha. And my other one, my box head character, I decided to call him the Cube Kid. I'm so glad and I'm so excited that I'm finally able to do this, and I'm starting to get all of this stuff into like the production phase. So I really hope you guys continue to join me on this journey, and I hope you guys support it as well. Another goal of mine is to be at DesignerCon this year. Now, of course, when I signed up for it, initially it's like, you know, I'm kind of like nobody in a sense, like I'm like nobody. So of course I immediately get put on the waiting list, which is cool. That's why I want to go ahead and get my figures into production now early in the year, so I can start having them up on my website, because they do ask for your website and stuff like that, because I guess they want to check you out and see, you know, what all you do or what you would have to offer. So I want to be able to have some figures up on my website so they'll be able to look at it and be like, oh, okay, he does that. So yeah, this is part 1 of Toys by Art. The next one would kind of go into me taking the 3D prints that I have and kind of perfecting them, and that's like the sanding process and getting them all prepped up and ready for paint. That will be my next video, and then I believe in the one after that I'll kind of work on the packaging. So once that video wraps up, I'll be ready to sell my figures. Oh, and just real quick, another thing I wanted to do with the Model Alpha was include Model Alphas in all my future customs from now on, and the goal is for me to paint the model alpha to kind of coincide with the custom that the person ordered. So you guys stay tuned. I got more content coming, man. This is Art by Art Creates. More than shoes over here, man, and I want to show you guys that 2022 is all about me just wanting to do everything that I wanted to do over time and not waiting. I'll holler at y'all next time, man. Make sure you guys tune in to all the future videos. Subscribe down below. Follow me on all my social media platforms. And yeah, take a look at the models kind of up close and just drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out.